Hey, what's up guys? This is Pete with the Crypto Savages. Last week I dropped a video that was called What the Hell is the Blockchain? And in that video I briefly touched on what smart contracts were, and I gave a little bit of an example of that would kind of help you understand what a smart contract is and what you could use it for. But I wanted to go over it a little bit more, have a video that's just about the smart contract so that we can really drive it home and not have the blockchain to actually think about in your mind when you're thinking about smart contracts. So let's get into it. First off, let me say that I'm a huge fan of smart contracts. I think they're the coolest concept. I really stand behind Ethereum and Neo, two big players in smart contracts and smart economies. I think that they are, in my opinion, the part of the blockchain that's actually going to be mainstream in the very near future. Maybe one day cryptocurrencies might take over and be the more normal, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. But for smart contracts, yeah, definitely they are going to take over. So in my last video, I explained smart contracts as being logic in a blockchain transaction that has to be met before that transaction is made. So the two biggest players I mentioned earlier are Neo and Ethereum. These are frameworks for creating smart contracts, and they are the biggest names in the smart contract business right now. These are great cryptos, and I strongly suggest those of you that have not heard of them to research them. I'm pretty sure that you'll be just as happy about their vision for the future as I am, so check those out. In the near future, we're going to do a video on what the difference is between Neo and Ethereum, so look out for that. So obviously smart contracts are fucking badass. As you can see in my last video, what the hell is the blockchain, I had an example of buying a house on a smart contract or with a smart contract utilizing the blockchain. I want to give another really basic example of what a smart contract could be utilized for. This is going to hopefully drive the point all the way home so that you can just realize what a smart contract would do in the background. There's a lot of technology that's actually in the background, but that's a little confusing for people that aren't developers. So I think that this example will be really helpful. So let's go ahead and get into it. So say you and a friend want to place a bet on a football game. Your friend Billy is known to be a fucking scumbag and not pay on bets, so you don't want to really trust him, but you want to make money. Obviously everyone wants to make money, right? So what do you do to ensure that you get your money for the bet? Well, you can bring a third person on. We'll call him Gary, and you and Billy give the money to Gary, and whoever wins that game, Gary will issue the money to the winner. Well, fuck Gary. It's 2018. We're going to replace Gary with the smart contract. So what would the smart contract do? It would have logic implemented that would search an API or whatever for the score of that game, the final score, and whoever is the winner, the money is automatically deposited into the winner's bank account or crypto wallet or whatever you want to say. And it's all automated. You don't have to trust the third person. You can essentially make this bet with a stranger on the street, and as long as you both deposit your money into the blockchain, you know that the other party that is the winner is, or if you're the winner, will receive the money that you're due. So in all actuality, smart contracts are as simple as that. You have a piece of logic that will distinguish whatever criteria it needs to meet, and based on that criteria, it will go through with the transaction. So this was a really simple example of smart contracts, but anybody with a brain can see that you can use this in many other places. I mean, you could use it in an online store. The store can be shady as fuck, but you could still trust them. If there's a blockchain implemented, I can put my money in and the money will go on the blockchain and not be allocated to the store owner until I receive my product. It doesn't matter who it is. I don't need Visa. I don't need any of these other mediators to form a trust bond between me and this shady ass character selling shit online. It will just be taken care of by the smart contract, and you have nothing to worry about. You could use this for crowdfunding as an example that people like to use for smart contracts. You put money into a blockchain when you are investing into these people creating these products, and this business or person has to meet certain milestones before they're allocated any money. And if they don't meet the milestones, the money is allocated back to the investor. And you don't have to worry about investors losing money for companies or from companies that don't fulfill their promise or were just a fraudulent company to begin with. So smart contracts could be a way to help fight this. But I mean, there's so many other areas that smart contracts can be used. I mean, the legal system, the governmental system. I mean, even getting government IDs is a really big pain in the ass, where things can be streamlined and could be a lot faster to achieve with smart contracts. Alright, so that's it, guys. Easy peasy, right? If this video was helpful for you, please give us a big ass thumbs up. And if you like the content that we are releasing, please subscribe. If you don't, you can still subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And thanks for listening.